Welcome to Gaming Fin, your channel for everything related to the gaming industry and the stock market, the financial markets. And today I have a special treat for you, my friends. So today we're going to talk about salaries that you can earn in the gaming industry, and especially in Germany. So if you, most probably you know where Germany lies, but yes, of course it's in Western Central Europe, and Germany is a developed country, so the salaries they pay are more or less higher than the average in Europe. So, but of course you cannot compare those salaries now with the American salaries, but you could compare them now, for example, with salaries in Poland and for gaming developers, or for example in France, in Italy, or even in the UK. So therefore I think this is a very interesting topic, guys. So if you enjoy this kind of videos, also make sure to comment, like and subscribe. And yeah, subscribing to my Gaming Fin channel, you can also check out some of my other videos. So I talk a lot about the gaming industry. And yeah, I am not a tax advisor in this video, of course, and I'm also not a financial advisor. This is just for information and entertainment purposes only. So where did I find this information? I was finding this information by the Gameswirtschaft, the website Gameswirtschaft. Sorry, guys. Oh my God. So I speak German, therefore I was a little bit hesitant. So I was going through this article, and then I was finding this information, and I was of course then going to the page of innogames. I wanted to know who is innogames, that give us transparent information, what their developers, what their designers are earning in their company. So therefore I went to this page. So, and they make mobile games, so mostly mobile games. So maybe it's not comparable to some AAA studio, but on the other hand, I mean, mobile games also make a cash load of money to companies. So probably it's comparable. I hope it's comparable. But if you have more information what you actually earn in other companies, then please write it in the commentary section. So, but they make mobile games. So, and what did they write in their press release? They say salary transparency, innogames, and guesswork about salaries in the German gaming industry. Guesswork, because people always think, oh, how much do I really earn? Do I really want to go through this whole process? Is actually the guy I'm sitting next to in the office, is he earning more than me? Or is there a pay gap between women and men? All of those questions are sometimes, those questions are asked, and people are suspicious because they don't know how much they earn. So therefore they said, okay, we end the guesswork, we make it transparent. And then it's more like 80% of the different categories they have. This goes from developer to game designer and marketer. So salary transparency is a matter of fairness, they say, towards your employees and your applicants. That is why we decided to share this information publicly after initially making it available internally. So I think should be always internally available last year. I hope that this will motivate other games companies to join us and help us to debunk the long-standing misconception that our industry pays people poorly. So is this true? I never really heard this. I mean, back in the days, it was always, yeah, this industry pays so good. So InnoGame salaries are actually in the top third of the German market. So, so stay tuned, guys. So stay tuned. So, and then also you say, we expect several positive effects from our publication, including lower dropout rates in the application process and greater attractiveness for talent from outside the games industry. So, and we are also sending a clear signal to potential female applicants that pay gaps don't exist at InnoGames. The bottom line is that this is a win-win-win situation. The company, our employees, and current and future applicants are all stand to benefit from this disclosure. We appreciate that salaries can be a very delicate topic, and we are aware that the decision to publish our bans comes with a certain level of risk, but we firmly believe this is a right move for both InnoGames and the industry. So I like this, guys. I really like this. And now let's jump directly into it. So here we go. So let's open. We have an Adobe here, so an Adobe PDF, And we have InnoGames salary band, so 19th of July, so this is today. So let's go for the first developer. And I'm also, guys, I'm showing you something very interesting. I have a calculator. We're going to calculate, actually. We're going to calculate how much you then have from the gross amount that you earn, how much you have then in your pocket. So this is maybe interesting for younger viewers, that they really want to know how much money do I have actually when there's now 50,000 euros. How much do I have in the end? So junior, regular, senior. So developer, senior team lead, expert, head. Of course, guys. So probably you're not starting as the head. So the head is 150,000 gross salaries for employees with place of employment in Germany. So that's very important. Those are people that are working in Germany. So they are not working for a German company in Poland or somewhere else. No, they work in Germany. So also we have to keep in mind, Germany is not one of the expensive countries in Europe. It's not one of the cheap ones, but it's definitely also not of the expensive one. Food is very cheap in Germany. And then living is also, housing is not so expensive in Germany like in other Western European countries. Like if you would go now to Luxembourg, to Brussels, to Amsterdam, or you go to the Nordic countries or the UK, housing is much more expensive. I know if Germans are watching now, you're going to say, no, it's so expensive. But guys, believe me, it's not so expensive. So job level, let's say you start as a developer with 75. Let's say you start with 75,000, then we type here in 75,000. Then we say accounting period is yearly. This is done for 2022. So tax-free allowance, I don't know. Tax category is most probably tax category 3 for people who are married. Husband and wife are living together. Very interesting for people who are married and one of them. So single, separate people living with their child. And then we have single, separate or married, not living together with, who don't fall in the category 1. Single, separate, married. So maybe we would say then category 1. If you're a young starter, then I would say you start in the tax category 1 because you are not married and most probably you don't have a kid. So that's important. So church tax, let's say you're not in the church. Let's say you work in Baden-Württemberg. This is actually one of the more expensive places and the salaries are higher and your age is like 25. And of course, as I said, you don't have kids, but you have, of course, a compulsory health insurance. Then you have a pension insurance and unemployment insurance. Now we calculate this, guys. So this is the money you have. So you earn 75,000 is your gross salary. So monthly you get 6,250. And what did we say again? Yeah, this is when you are a regular or senior team lead. So most probably you're the regular now. So at the end of the regular, and then also you can transition. If you transition, for example, from the regular to senior, you're already a bit older regular. Then of course you also earn a little bit more. But yeah, you're not the total junior, the total starter. So guys, then you have how much taxes you pay. You pay 16,743 euros taxes, 1,395 euros per month. So you're going to have a net salary of 3,723 euros from your 6,250. So yeah, well, everyone has to pay taxes, obviously, and the taxes are not low in Germany. So this is also important. So, but if you now decide to work in Germany as a developer, you have the skills. So probably after like 2, 3, 4 years of experience, you can expect a net salary of 45,000 euros. So if you have paid in health insurance, unemployment insurance, care insurance, so this is for Germany, my friend. So, but probably this is kind of similar to France. In France, I would say the taxes are a little bit higher, and to the UK, the taxes are a little bit lower. But maybe in the UK, the salary can also be a little bit higher. On the other hand, don't forget the euro with regard to the dollar was weakened a lot, and now the dollar is much higher. So, but that's maybe important for, especially for developers coming from Central to Eastern Europe. So if you're trying to come to Germany to get a job there in the games industry. So let's continue. So this is the developer, and then we have the game designer. So game designers, you see, the developers actually get well paid. So junior of the game designer starts with 34,000 and the developer starts with 48,000. Developers are like the coders. I mean, they are the backbone of the whole game design. So then the game designer, they are designing games. So then expert game designer also 85,000 euros, but the regular is then 42,000 euros. For example, we can say now you start, let's say now you start as a game designer, 34,000. So you don't have any experience at all. You just start now with 34,000. Did I say 35,000, guys? Yes, of course I said. Oh my god. So dude, so again, same, let's say you don't have kids, so 34,000. Then you have 23,100 and you have a net salary of not 1,900, let's put it like this. So that's your net salary. So then you're going to pay for housing in Germany. If you don't have kids and you're single, then you're going to probably pay like 500 to 600,000 euros. So you're 1,300 from 1,300, and you're going to have to pay, of course, your car or your transport, etc. So but then the rest of the money you can save and buy more games on Steam. How awesome is this, guys? So okay, let's continue. The marketeers. The marketeers, they are very interesting. So if we compare now, the junior marketeer earns more than the junior game designer, but earns less than the junior coder developer. So marketeers are very important because they make the game to be sold, because sometimes game might not be so awesome. And then you need the marketeer to get your game sold. So a head of marketing gets 106,000, and the head of developing from 115,000. So from, of course, they can also earn more. I like this actually, that they say if you're an expert, if you're the head, then of course you have the chance even to earn more. So this is also very important to keep this in mind. So let's move on to the artist. Ooh, the artist. They don't pay the artists well, so artists really don't earn a lot of money actually anywhere. So game designer, marketeer, artist, analyst. So the artist, also expert, 68 only. That's not so much, guys. So I don't know why artists actually get so low paid. So I mean, a great game that looks great, so it makes a difference. So then we go to the analyst. So who's the analyst? What are the analysts actually doing? I guess the analyst is doing something like analyzing the data coming from a mobile game and analyzing how much loot boxes they were selling. So look at this, guys. So the analyst earns, the junior analyst 45,000, the junior artist 32,000, the junior marketer 44,000, game designer 34,000, and the developer 48,000. So the developer is still the king here. So then we have the community manager. Community managers, those are the people that are sending emails to influencers for review keys. They have the Facebook accounts, they have the YouTube channels, etc. So 32,000 if you start as a junior, but and it goes also up to then 85 plus, of course, if you are the head, and the expert then from 57,000. Also in comparison to the other ones like the analyst is actually very well paid. So what do we learn from this? Become the coder, become the analyst. And for this, you have to be good in math. So everything you do in your life, always keep in mind to do something in math. Then we have the product manager. Of course, the product manager is already a higher level job. So this is the person that makes sure that the product in the end gets sold. So, but don't ask me what a product manager is doing. So obviously, I'm not working in the gaming industry. But here already they have juniors with 40,000, and then of course the product had 150,000. This makes sense. Then we have the Q&A engineer. Q&A, those are one of the lowest paid jobs. So we read recently that, for example, Activision was kicking out a lot of Q&A people, but I guess quality assurance tester and Q&A tester gets 20,000 to 45,000. So this is not a real, for 20,000, guys, this is not a real job. So with 20,000, honestly, guys, you're going to have 1,249 euros. Again, you have 600 euros then left. This is not a real full-time job, and you're not able to survive on this amount of money, of course, in Germany. So of course you can survive, but that's not really a good job. So but you can also then climb the ladder as a quality assistant engineer, so even up to 85,000+. Then we have the system administrator. All right, guys, so this is actually 45,000 starts with the junior, and the head is 110. 1,000 years. So don't ask me what the system administrator is doing. Is this the guy who is taking care of the PCs, the hardware, the clouds? I don't know. So about Hamburg, so innogames, here we got some information. So Hamburg-based innogames is Germany's leading developer and publisher of mobile and online games. So probably they pay actually really good. So you can expect others comparable gaming companies to pay the same. Certified great place to work. Climate neutral company, which is part of Modern Times Group, was established in 2007 and is still run by its founders, together with a 400 strong team from over 14 nations. They create unique games that provide millions, blah blah blah. Well, InnoGames is best known for Forge of Empires, Elvenar, and Tribal Wars. I don't know those games. The company is continuously expanding its portfolio across games and genres and platforms. The most recent addition are Rise of Cultures and Sunrise Village, which saw successful commercial launches in early 2022. So I guess there are some special ways how those mobile gaming companies work. So then I wanted to read here what Dr. Lieb, the director of human resources, so I expect, for example, he is earning then, let's say if he's not a founder, then he earns like 150,000, I would expect. So we expect several positive. So we are sending clear signal to potential female, I said, certain level of risk. Okay, I read this actually already, so nothing new here. Okay, guys, I think that's it. So very interesting. And my respect to InnoGames for the transparency. Always also check out Gameswirtschaft. I'm putting you this link also down below. So I didn't want to read the article just for you. I wanted to give, of course, my own opinion to this. Then InnoGames, I put you a link there, and also a link to the PDF, and also to some of those calculators. So I think then you have a lot of information to calculate for yourself your salary. Actually, if you plan to go to Germany to work in the games industry, or if you were in Germany and you want to work for the games industry, there are a lot of opportunities, guys. And if you're good in math, as I said, if you become a coder, informatics person, so really coding the games, making the game engines, game designing developer, and also analyst, then you have a bright future in front of you, and then you're going to have a good life. And I love this, guys. Therefore, I would say comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. See you next time. Bye bye.